What's up, guys? It is Monday, February 5th. It's 4:26 p.m. and this is the crypto market update. We're going to dive into the dollar, Bitcoin dominance, others dominance, the total crypto market cap, altcoin market cap. We'll go into Bitcoin, XRP, and we're going to cover Flare and Songbird as well too today. So starting off with the dollar, we're up at that level that we were talking about in the video yesterday at like 104.5. This is the area where we want to see a rejection at. We have this trend line coming down since the top back in 2022 over here. Then we found a rejection at the tail end of 2023. And right now we're at this point. So if we were to break up from this point, then let me change the fib levels to swing trade. And it's likely it would be 105 or like 106 where the 786 is at. So let's take a look. So from this high up on September 2023 to the low that we had set in January 2024, we got the 786 right here at like around 106, 105.94 there. So if we keep going up, that's where I'd want to see a rejection at that level. We broke above the 12-hour 200 moving average here. So getting back below that will be the key for the dollar to melt down again. So that's around 103.25. where we need to break back below down from. Then we got the momentum here. It's curling up right above that 50 line as well too. TSI was looking like it was going to cross down. It said nope, and it's crossing up. So it looks like it's following that pattern that we we're talking about back here in September of 2023. Probably keep going up in the dollar for a bit, and then maybe next month or to the tail end of this month, we'll start the next downtrend in the dollar. Then looking at Bitcoin dominance, the video that we're covering yesterday, I mean, we go to the 2-week chart and some of the high time frames, and we have a sell now signal, which if we look to the past has symbolized the top before. It's just a matter of now breaking down below the range here. So 51.28% we need to break below, and then really breaking below 50% will be the nail in the coffin. We want to maintain below 54.28%, and that's for Bitcoin dominance. But once we break below 51 and then 50, that's when the altcoins can go on a rip. Looking at the others dominance, we have this trend line coming up here, and then we have this horizontal support, which was a critical level for the past 7 years now that we're maintaining above at the moment. So we need to hold above 11.75% for the others dominance. And if we can do that at the same time that Bitcoin dominance is breaking the 50% level, then it's likely that altcoins are in a nice rally, a nice rip. Looking at the weekly chart, we are cooled off. All we need to see is that momentum curl up there on the weekly chart. Then looking at the total crypto market cap, we're still in this range here. We found a rejection at the 786 again at 1.61 trillion. We have our support here at 1.575 trillion. Looking at the momentum, we have curled over in the stock RSI below that 50 line. But if we can see a cross up rather soon here, then we'll be able to send it back up to retest this level. We don't want to see that 12-hour TSI though cross back below that zero line. Because if it crosses below that zero line, then a dump is in order. It's fine if we come down a little bit, but then we need to cross up right there for more upside for the total crypto market cap. Then looking at the altcoin market cap, we need to get back above that 50 moving average on the 1-day chart, which is at 488 billion. And we need to maintain above 471 billion. Right now, we're just ping-ponging back and forth between those levels here. And we've been doing that for like over a week now. So until we break a range here, then we won't know exactly, then the direction is up in the air. But looking at the momentum down here, we can gauge whether we're in good order for the direction to go up or down. Right now, we are crossed up on the 1-day chart for the altcoin market cap, but we need to see us get above that zero line in the TSI, and we don't want to cross back down here. We don't want to cross back down because the last times that we've crossed up on the 1-day chart with the TSI and then crossed back down was right here, 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 here. And if I go back to the price chart, you can see we had a dip there, correction here, little dip there, bigger correction here. And if we cross down right now, I would say that we're going to go in for a bigger correction, bigger dip here, probably go to 430 billion. So very critical that this week cross up above that zero line in the TSI on the daily chart. So in the others market cap, we got a sell now signal on the weekly chart as of yesterday, and we are breaking below that line that I had said yesterday as well too. So the next level we need to hold is this middle line here at 30.3. And if we were to see a bigger correction, we have our first level at 174 billion. And then if we were to come lower, it would be 157 billion. And then lower than that, 136. All right, now looking at Bitcoin, it's at $42,350 right now. And we have came down to retest this trend line again. Right now, this is like the 5th time. So we have support here, support. We're at it right now again as support, looking like a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern. And I would say that looking at the momentum on the 4-hour chart, we can see that we're crossing down the stock RSI, TSI is starting to dip below the 0 line. That 6-hour chart, remember we were saying in the video yesterday, we need to cross up above that 0 line. We cannot see that 6-hour go below that 0 line, or we're probably going to see a dump. So looking at where we are right now, we're right at that trend line. Let's throw on the void line, see if we have some support. So where we're at right now is so critical. I mean, we have 2 786s here that we're actually below right now on the 6-hour chart, but we still have 2 hours and 21 minutes for this candle to close. And we have that 6-hour 50 moving average here. We have the 6-hour 200 moving average, and we have the bottom void line band right here as well too. So very critical to hold this level around like 42.4K to 42K. If we were to break it, it's likely we're going to come down to this trend line around 41K. And if we break that, we're coming around 40,218, which is a 2618 breakdown, but also in tandem with the low to the high here, it's probably close to that 786, which is at 39,605. So it's likely if we break below 42K that we're going to come to 40,000 or 39,600 to 40,200 if we break down from that 42K level. So that's what you're going to want to watch. And then going to the 12-hour chart, we are seeing that MACD come down and flip to red. We need to see that cross up ASAP. So in the next 24 to 48 hours, we need to see this cross right back up. Because if we see that TSI go below that 0 line, the same old story, we're going to see a dump. So that's what we need to see out of Bitcoin on the 12-hour chart. And if we break the level, the key level up here at 42K, then we have around 39.6K to 40.2K as our next area of support, which happens to coincide with the 12-hour 200 moving averages as well too sitting there. Then looking at XRP, we have that 1 day buy now that was confirmed 2 days ago. All we need to do is break above this trend line and we're going to be in for a big move. But right now it's still stuck below it. So getting above 52 cents will cause for a move up to 58 to 60 cents. And then if we can break above there, we're in for some fireworks. But very good sign seeing that 1 day buy now come in, because usually when that 1 day buy now comes in on XRP, then the bottom is in, or at least very close to it. So that's for XRP there. I'm not going to go too deep into that because, you know, the signal flash and we're just waiting for that momentum to pull up and for us to break that trend line. But looking at XRP to Bitcoin on the 1 day chart, we tested the micro 786. We're starting to bounce from that level. All we need to see is that momentum cross up and that TSI has, you know, stopped short and now it's ready to cross. And then looking at the stock RSI, if we can get above that 50 line, then we're good. Then we have this fallen wedge pattern as well too, with a target that would bring us right up to this triangle here. And if we can reclaim this triangle, the support hold like that, then we'd be in for an even bigger move. So I would say getting up to here would bring us to 58 to 60 cents. And then if we can break higher, then that's the big move that could take us up to high 70s, maybe 80 cents. So that's what I'm watching for XRP to Bitcoin. And on the 3-week chart, we have that prepare to buy soon. So remember that. And that closes that candle 6 days and 3 hours. So if we can see that 3-week buy now signal come in, man, we're in for some fireworks. But XRP to Bitcoin 3-week chart has cooled off on all the momentum indicators. TSI has pulled down as well too. So all it's going to take is just one little pump up. And I believe XRP would be ready for a real run. Then looking at Flare, Flare's been on a tear, and so has Songbird. Flare coming up to 0.033, now back down to 0.03, and we're at a critical level that we need to hold as support. If we pull up the chart here, we have that purple moving average, and we broke above that 4236 micro extension, came back down and retested as support. So 0.03 is definitely the level that we need to maintain above. If we break below it, then 0.025 is the next level of support. And then if we can actually take out these previous highs here around 0.034, then the next level is 0.047, 0.048 for Flare. And then looking at the momentum, we go to the weekly chart. that it's ripping up right now through that zero line, that TSI, just ripping up. And then if we go to 3-day chart, momentum's still heading up. It looked like it was going to cross once, twice, and we're still heading up higher. MACD, some dark green print coming in higher than the previous ones. So still looking good. A lot of volume as well too coming in on flare. So those are the levels for flare. And then, hey, if we have enough momentum, we could head up to 0.08 to 10 cents for flare, which would be crazy. It would be such a big game. So I'd be watching flare like a hawk because it has been one of the stronger performers. Same with Songbird as of recent. Songbird, if we go to it, we broke back into the belly of the beast. This was, I think, yesterday. Yeah, a couple days ago, we broke back into the belly of the beast. We're having trouble once we broke back out of it. Rejection, curled up tight, had a nice move up. We hit that 786. We're correcting a little bit today. We have a 1-day sell warning. So if we can get above 0.015 for Songbird, our next level is 0.017 to 0.018. And if we can break above there, I think we're going to see a quick double out of Songbird up to around 0.036. And based off of what Flare's been doing, Songbird is likely to do that as long as Flare can maintain steady up here. Maybe money will start flowing out of Flare into Songbird. So Songbird, I'm looking for a move on. I might do a pair-to-pair swap from Flare into Songbird since Flare has performed so well and if Songbird's going to catch up. Let's take a look at it. So a potential move would be converting some Flare into Songbird to make more Flare. And right now, if we take a look on the 3-day chart, we are getting close to a cross up here. And if we can get above that 0.045 level, then I'm going to take that trade because that's been a key point of when we break above, we have like a pump up, but then we break below, rejections, got above. And right now we're close to it, not quite there yet. So if we see Songbird have a 10% move over Flare, I might think about swapping into Songbird from Flare to take advantage of that strength out of Songbird over Flare. So right now, I would just say that we're really in this lull period for the market, just trying to see what it's going to do, see what Bitcoin wants to do here. Is it going to go for a retest of these highs back here that it set in January and then fall, or are we going to fall now and then head up, or are we just going to go sideways and then maybe the altcoins can start to shine? That's what remains to be unseen. So we're just waiting for some movement here so we can get a better gauge as to the direction and kind of market environment going forward here for the rest of February. So that's what I'd be watching, guys. That's the dollar, Bitcoin dominance, others dominance. Still watching those same things: total crypto market cap, altcoin market cap, others chart, Bitcoin, XRP to Bitcoin, Flare, and Songbird. I'll be keeping you guys updated in the Discord if I see anything change, but right now everything just slow. It's the calm before the storm. So as we get kind of more data to come in and more signs showing one way or the other, then I'll be letting you guys know in the Discord. But for right now, we're right at a key level for Bitcoin, and you know what levels to watch if we break there. But I'll be in the Discord. I'll keep you guys updated in real time as price moves, and I'll see you in there and in the next video.